after the fall of Idlib, a city in northern Syria. The two Shia cities of Fu'a and Kafarya, with the population of more than 50,000 civilians, were besieged by terrorists. This is while the heavy blockade on these two cities have led to shortages of food, water, and medicine, and the deaths of tens of children and the elderly. Therefore, Imam Shirazi World Foundation released a statement and warned of the genocide in these two cities. The ISWF also demanded the international community to take swift measures in order to save the innocent civilians suffering under siege.
In a message released by Imam Shirazi World Foundation, this Islamic center warned of these severe and critical situations in Kafarya and Fu'a, two Shiite cities in northern Syria. This message, which addresses the international community, called the blockade on these two cities and the shortages of water, food and medical facilities as inhumane and disastrous, and demanded all international organizations to end their silence over this human crisis. Imam Shirazi World Foundation demanded the governments of the regional countries to use their influence and perform their legal responsibility in this critical moment. Here comes this message. In the name of God, the Beneficent, the Merciful. And from among you there should be a party who invite to good and enjoin what is right, and forbid the wrong, and they are the ones to be successful. Verse 104, chapter 3. The anxiety and grief of Imam Shirazi World Foundation made it to seize the hurt and devastation that pursues the towns of Kafarya and Fu'a in northern Syria, and spread the call of these innocent people to all international bodies and political and human rights organizations, hoping to rescue the residents of these two cities from the clutches of the terrorists attacking them for months. Thus, Imam Shirazi World Foundation warns the international community of the ongoing genocide in these two cities, as their civilians are under a heavy blockade and have no hopes of this blockade to be breached or the dangers surrounding them to be driven back. It is now for months that the Kafarya terrorists have put a blockade on these cities, cutting their access to life necessities like water, food and medicine. This has led to the death of dozens of people, mostly elderly and children who suffer shortages of these items. The constant fall of rockets and shells as well as sniper operations have also claimed many lives in these cities. In this regard, the ISWF puts the responsibility of this genocide on the shoulders of the international community in general, and the Security Council in particular, for their silence over this humanitarian crisis. At the same time, Imam Shirazi World Foundation condemns the deliberate inaction by international bodies for not carrying out their humanitarian obligations and demands the immediate rescue of these cities before a disastrous genocide takes place, especially after the escalating dangers of terrorists. The ISWF also asked the Islamic Action Organization to notice the need for coordination with some regional countries which have influential roles in combats inside Syria, and help us stop the threats surrounding these two cities and save the families of the scourge of war and killings in this area. Imam Shirazi World Foundation, Washington, D.C.